welcome to the 12th of December 2013. It is at around 7 p.m. my local time, and I'm here to show a little bit of progress that I've been doing. As I explained before, that I have been doing a lot of missions, level 2 missions, and I haven't still reached level 3 missions. My standings with my current groups are these ranges. I need to get a 3 with these corporations to unlock level 3 missions, and that's where a lot of the good money starts to roll in, apparently. Right now I am getting decent amount of income through missioning and through salvage. So what I have been doing is I have been able to run some level 2 missions using the Harbinger. Not all level 2 missions restrict you from using the Harbinger, but some of them do. I mean, not the Harbinger per se, it's just that they restrict you from using some of these big ships. So you might not be able to use a battlecruiser class or this range of ships, and maybe stuck with using cruisers and below those. But anyway, level 2 missions aren't that difficult. It's just that I like to use the Harbinger to try to get through it as soon as possible. Now, I've changed my fitting for the Harbinger again, and this time I have unlocked my what do you call this? The hull upgrades. I think hull skill is now at level 3, so I'm able to install these devices. So the Harbinger by default is, I'll just remove these modules. By default, this is the resistances of the armor against different types of damage. So EM damage, thermal damage, kinetic damage, and explosive damage. And what I've done is I've installed these devices, which give me passive upgrades of about 32.5% increased in resistance. And these are passive, meaning to say you don't have to switch them on when you are defending. There is a more powerful device than this, which will give you a 50% resistance increase. But the reason why I don't use that is right now I have switched my weapons to heavy anode weapons. These are the long range ones, and these use quite a bit of capacitive power to engage. The Harbinger is actually quite good in that regard, because it does reduce your medium and your weapon capacity requirements as you increase your battlecruiser skill. Right now my battlecruiser skill is level 2. I will explain what I'm doing with my skills right now. So with this thing I am mitigating the reduced resistances and getting increased resistances on these ranges. And then these two will give me 15%, I believe a bit more than 15% increase in resistances per all the resistances. But using more than one of the same type of resistance, or a beneficial thing to a particular one, it's written here, using more than one type of this module or similar modules that affect the same attribute on the ship will be penalized. So the penalty goes in hold on, why did I open that? The penalty goes in this method. I found a pretty decent link which explains this. This one over here is a pretty good decent link that has all these details. I actually originally got this from another player, and I thank him. He will probably know me, but some of the things that he had in his list were also different from what was stated in this website. I think this website is pretty relevant. Again, if somebody thinks that some of these settings or some of these references are wrong, then please let me know. So Anyway, this is basically the list of types of damage that these kinds of enemies will do to you, and based on that you can increase your resistances and so forth, so on. Now this is the effectiveness that you drop when you are putting you know, modules that try to give benefit to the same attribute. So the first time you install that mod, for example, first time I install this mod, I'll be getting 100% benefit, so that means the 15% will be coming in. When I install a second one, the second one's benefit will be only at 86.912%, so forth, so on. So the benefit actually keeps dropping, and 2 modules is the max that you should use. Other than that, it's kind of redundant. Why am I going in this manner and not using the question is, why am I using fully armor resistances and all this stuff? Because my strategy in fighting with the Harbinger right now is to drop in as far away as possible, pick them off from far away. If I get ganged up or, you know, surrounded, I just fly off in a far away, in some direction, and get away from them, and then again start picking them off. So the other reason why I have these resistances is because if another player, I am not PvPing by the way, but you have to be careful that somebody might be, you know, wanting to take you out just because you have a Harbinger. I don't know, because they're bored, I don't know. So if you're in high sec and low sec, well, high sec you're relatively safe, so because they have, you know, they get concorded and all that. But I still have to last until Concord gets there and takes care of them, right? Or I have to last in such a way that I can get away from that person and probably warp to a safe location. So in that regard, this is why I am using this much armor resistances. Anyway, that's enough of that. Right now I am training to improve my gun skills, because I don't have any modules that are improving my gun accuracy and so forth, so on. So these things will improve these skills. So until once I get this, then I will start actually improving my battlecruiser skill, and then after that I'll probably start improving my drone skills, or my gun, this particular gunnery skill. We will have to see on that regard. Okay, so next up, I have been doing a lot of missions, and recently I got an email from this person. No, this is not the one. Right, okay, this one. Sorry. And this person wants my help to do something, and it's I think it's just a delivery of certain goods, and he wanted me to get 1665 scoredite. Now what I wanted to show in this video was the increase of standing. So this is my standing values right now, and I want to see by how much these standings are affected when I do this kind of mission. This is apparently a pretty important mission. So anyway, I'm gonna accept it right now. I have all the stuff here. This mission involves yes. Okay, so complete mission, because I already have the scoredite in my ship. So let's complete it. By the way, this comes up because I'm grouped with my old character. So anyway, I'm getting the reward for myself. Great, your achievement has not gone unnoticed. So let's see, go back up, go back down. So I get a new corporation called Imperial Shipment liking me, and my standing is immediately raised to 1.41 because of this mission. Anyway, let's go back to her and complete doing some of her missions. She's giving me quite a bit of ISK right now for doing missions with her, for her. I plug in the augmentation that I received by completing that last mission, which I believe gave me 2 perception, and I headed towards the base at which I was doing my level 2 missions. Okay, so I am here to accept some missions from my agent. Now what I'm going to do first is to demonstrate what I normally do with well, the other alternative way of setting up my character would be I just load up all my armor hardness. And now actually you don't necessarily need to load up all your armor hardness, especially if you are doing missioning, because with missions you're normally given who you are going to go against. For example, in this case, say view mission, and you can see that I want you to find these rogue miners declining the mission. Okay. So holders, I believe these will most probably be Amarr, ships. So in that case, if I were to look at the setup that I need to take, then it will be EM and thermal will be the most damage that they'll normally do. Again, this is the likeliness. So just to be on the safe side, I am going to take all 4, right? And here's the thing, my ship actually does survive even with all 4 of them. I haven't yet had any problems with taking all 4 of these devices, but I need to take something else to complement this, and in this case I'm going to be taking the tracking program. Yes, and this will be increasing even my my range even to 52 kilometers. So let's go with that setup and dock. Did I accept the mission? No, I didn't accept the mission. Okay. Alright, accept the mission. So let's go to that location. Hopefully this is going to turn out alright. Not going to bite me in the, yeah. Okay, so let's walk. Okay, the location is right here. My old character is on the other screen, but I'm not going to be moving him right now because it's just going to be a bit of a headache. Once I clear the mission out, I will then move him in to clean the stuff. Now what I want to show is this. Now let's keep an eye on this one. That's at 2.23. So we will see how much, or by how much, that will increase. Now I have connections at level 3. Yeah, it's at level 3. So we will see by how much I will be able to improve my standing per mission. Oh. Okay, there's a bunch of people here. Let's just fly in this direction. And they're saying, hey. Okay. I have no idea what they were talking about, but either way, they're coming at me, so I'm going to be going away from them. I'm gonna move these things up here, and let me just rearrange these things first. Okay. That's thermal. What's that? That's kinetic. Yeah. Yep, that's explosive. Good. This thing comes down here. This guy goes up there. Alright. Now, who am I gonna pick off first? I'm gonna pick off the further out guys. Those other guys can keep firing at me, that's okay. Now I'm gonna switch on my armor hardness, and you can see how their damage is relatively not really good. Okay, so let's see if I can take this guy out. Oh, pretty good. Using long-range weapons is takes a longer time, honestly, because of the fact they tend to be how should I put it? They're not as damaging as the other weapons. Okay, let me now switch to standard because they're relatively close by. Let's target this guy. Yeah, 36. No, I can't target this guy. Let's target this guy. Okay. Okay. Let's take care of him. Oh, these guys. Who are these? What are these ships? I don't know these ships. Miners. Huh. Let me just pick them off one by one. Okay, this guy. Where is he? Okay. They're further away than I thought. Can I take him on with this? Nah, let's switch the radio. And take care of him. Let me repair myself because of these pesky. Now you notice that these armor hardeners are quite good because they actually, you know, you survive pretty much anything that these guys have to throw at you. Now again, remember that I wouldn't advise anyone to be too comfortable because it can get bad when your capacitors are about to run out. Why is it not firing? It's a long, drawn-out fight, isn't it? Okay, let me switch off my repairer. I believe the ones who are firing rockets at me are the bad guys, those guys. Once I take care of them, I should, well, I wouldn't be exactly safe, but it'll be still better than what I'm doing right now. Take him down. Yep, it's those two who are firing those rockets at me. The last miner. So what I'm going to do is, once the last miner is destroyed, I'm going to turn towards that beacon, and I'm going to go towards this thing. Yeah, I'm going to turn towards this thing and approach this thing at maximum speed. Let's do that. As soon as he dies, that's what I'm going to do. right click and approach. Let's see what my ship is doing. Okay, go for it. Now I'm gonna switch to standards. I'm gonna go maximum speed. I'm gonna lock on to the closest ones. Just take some distance from them, as in make some distance. At around what, 36k? 20k I should be able to take care of. No, wait, actually let's go to multi-frequency. Why am I doing that? Okay. There you go, multi-frequency is at 22k, so I can take care of them, no problems. Okay. Okay, quick. I'll switch off the afterburners right now. No need to do, just keep them on. Okay, this is easy. Easy peasy. So now I need to get this from one of these locations. Okay, my distance has... Okay, it's okay. Right. He's in range. One more shot and I should be able to... There you go. Let's just... Where is that cargo? There it is. Let's get that cargo, and I'm going to have my my friend leave the... While he collects this cargo, I'm gonna have my old character leave the station and jump towards him, as in me. It's kind of weird to talk about. Okay, let me switch off the armor hardness. So there you go. That's why I use 4 armor hardness, because you never know who you're gonna go up against, but you generally get an idea of who you're going to go up against in missioning, because your mission agent will give you hints about who you're going up against. In this case, it was, I think it was, yeah, it was definitely there was an Amarr ship there, and loot this. But I'll tell you one thing: I did not know who the, you know, those small ships that were going around me. I do not know who they were. So anyway, I will have my salvage character salvage all this and leave him to it. I am going to go and return the artifact, complete the mission, and take a break. Actually, I'm not taking a break. I'm going to be salvaging these things. Okay, so let's see by how much this will increase my standings. Okay, let's see, 2.23 and 5.2 with her. Let's complete this. 5.4 with her and 2.3 with... Well, I have to do quite a bit of more missions to actually get anywhere. Right, what's the next mission? I've done this, so it's just a repetitive group of missions again that I have to continuously do. But anyway, that's what you have to do in order to, you know, increase your standings with your fleet. So with that, I'm going to finish off for today, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And there's still so much for me to learn in this game. I'm just getting into it, barely understanding all the mechanisms. Alright, I'll see you guys in another play session.